I think it's a real rebirth for Earth and a rebirth of our consciousness, a remembrance, actually. But, so many people I've been talking to, Stefan, are all feeding into this same picture and the same timing. So, I don't know how many of these you followed, and frankly, why should you? But they're all talking about the same time frame. Whether you're talking about Richard Rudd with the New Human, and he said this metamorphosis for humanity began on the 30th of January this year and will complete in 2027, whether you're talking about Lee Harris with the Future Human, whether you're talking about Dr. David Clement saying the tip of the first wave of this new consciousness is beginning at the beginning of December, whether I'm talking to Nancy Rebecca about her huge galactic waves of energy peaking through December, January. Kelly Kolodny channeling Archangel Raphael, she said that the beginning of the gestation of the new galactic consciousness, the new human, was on the Aries equinox, the spring equinox in the Northern Hemisphere, which is what Bibhu Dev Misra said was the end of the Kali Yuga. And Archangel Raphael has said consistently and persistently that the birth of this new galactic consciousness is on the 21st of December. So isn't it remarkable that 3Ι-ΑΤΛΑΣ is going to be closest to Earth on the 19th of December, never, to our knowledge, having been anywhere close to our solar system before that we're aware of. I mean, that's pretty darn close, isn't it, as a target? 2 days. So they've all been saying these same things in their particular language. Viviane Chauvet, who's Arcturian, has talked about being on the edge of this precipice jump in consciousness. And for me, I always felt we needed a game changer. I always felt we needed a bit of a jump. We were never going to get out of the God almighty mess that the 3D world is in a linear, logical slog way ever. There's got to be a catalyst, there's got to be a game changer, there's got to be a jump. And I personally think 3Ι-ΑΤΛΑΣ is that very thing because of the timing. It's just like God-given that it's landing, in exactly the same time frame that all these very clever, gifted people are also seeing as the tipping point, the pivot for humanity. And I see that Saturn-Neptune conjunction as the birth of the new reality, making real the dream, and the dissolution of the veil. And so, this is all within this whisper of time, these next few months that we're already in this chrysalis. So, either I'm wrong, but that means if I'm wrong, then all of those other people I've just referred to are wrong. And I think they're far too gifted and clever to say, well, they're all wrong. I truly think this is the birth of a new cosmic consciousness, galactic consciousness, which is going to really jump us to a different place. And I also feel it's like a systems upgrade for us. And I think it's potentially an upgrade for the energy grids of the Earth. And I also feel, and again, this is coming from various people that are writing to me or I'm speaking with, there seems to be a potential for heart chakra activation here as well. Because it's going to be love, isn't it, that's going to carry us through to the next level. It's not going to be fear. It's not going to be polarization. It's not going to be war. It's going to be love. That's what was talked about with the Pluto-Uranus conjunction in the 60s. So I really feel incredibly excited by whatever this interstellar thing is, because it's come right on time in terms of, I didn't know it was coming, but in terms of all the conversations I've been having over the last couple of years. And then this thing arrives and you think, wow, that's a bullseye. 2 days away from the Capricorn solstice? I mean, from who knows how many billions of miles away. That's not bad as a bullseye.